Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a collective for today. Today is Wednesday, is June 24th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Summer Meadows Lenormand deck from Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can find it in her Etsy shop. And I have all the seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Fall is called autumn for her decks, and that one's probably my favorite one. That was the first one I ever bought, was the autumn. And then I think I bought the winter when I did Christmas decks. And then I bought the other two when she had a sale last Thanksgiving for Black Friday. I have a thing for Lenormand decks, so I love them. So, like that, oh God, what is it called? The Erica whatever deck that I got from La Penetaire. Like, that's one of my favorite Lenormand decks. We got 3 on the table. Someone's confused about something. Someone's debating something, looking for guidance. We got 4 on the table. It's here twice, so I'm just going to say it. Somebody has hope for something, hope for a situation, maybe hope for a connection. Take how it resonates. All the kitties are out, by the way. I saw a little black and white, I think a kitten. Not a kitten, but like, maybe a couple weeks old, maybe like a month or 2 old, maybe. Never seen that one before. I don't know if it came from somewhere else or what. Oh boy. I think somebody's questioning a connection. We got 5 on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. 6 on the table. Last shuffle. Whoa. Okay. 8 on the table. Let me pick that up. Whatever falls on the floor, I take right side up. So. We got 9 with bottom of the deck. We do have 1 in reverse. The one that landed on the table, I picked it up and it was in the reverse. All right. We've got clouds. I have this paper cut that's healing on my finger, and I keep jabbing it. I mean, it's not broken skin anymore, but it's annoying me. We got star, bouquet, bouquet, I know. We got stork. I don't think there's a pregnancy here, so don't be thinking that. However, you can take how that resonates. We got man. We got mountain. We got heart in the reverse. We got tower. And bottom of the deck, we've got bird. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So I'm just going to say it. Somebody has hope. The man could be a woman. I mean, take how it resonates. You can masculine, feminine, that energy up and switch it around if you feel the need. It doesn't really matter. It just represents a figure, okay? So this is an actual person. It says significant man, husband, masculine. You can put that as significant woman, wife, feminine. Okay. Someone has hope surrounding a situation with another person, but there's confusion there. There's a lack of communication there. The first card is clouds, which means confusion, uncertainty, challenges. But the last card, the bottom of the deck card, the bird card, is communication, gossip, conversations. Somebody has hope to improve upon a situation with another person. There's some type of delay here. There's a challenge. There's an obstacle. There's an uncertainty of love. The heart card says love, emotions, worth, relation, warmth, worth. I mean, I guess it could be worth, right? And relationships. This is in the reverse. So it's like somebody is uncertain about another person's feelings. The Tower card says isolation, institutions, authority. Pardon me. I'm just going to say it. There's going to come a tower moment where there's going to be some type of confrontation, some type of communication between two people. And there's going to be an opportunity for clarity. The thing is only if two people speak up. Speak up and say something. Like this, like the divine, God, source, universe, whatever you want to call them. I call them sir. They're going to create an opportunity for two people to like have a conversation, to say something. Say something. Say something. And I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it because I've been thinking about it the last, I don't know, like month and a half. I can't remember when it happened. It was weeks ago. And I told you guys about it. If you follow, if you subscribe, there was 1 week at work, both days when I was in picking, I was put next to the guy I was in love with last year. And that first day, I told you guys that first day, he was slamming shit around. Like we were both on what we call rampack. So you're picking into a box, you put the box on the line, it goes upstairs for a robot to pack. It's basically like a box machine with like a little robot on the inside. Not even like a robot you would think a robot. But anyway, we had to share the line. The line was in between us. He was the last station for Rampack, which was actually just added probably like 2 months ago. So this had to have been less than 2 months ago. Probably like a month and a half ago. Sorry, I got the burps. I just ate my gelato. I had birthday ice cream and birthday gelato, and I never ate it. So last night I ate the ice cream, and this just now I ate my gelato. So, like, I had the opportunity to say something, and I didn't say something. And I keep thinking in my head, I don't know why. I keep thinking in my head that I should have asked him if he was okay. Because maybe he's not. I don't know. But he kept he kept putting his stuff in the boxes and he kept throwing them on the line to the point where I was just like, okay, like I was starting to get anxious. Like I was being triggered, like I was starting to get anxious. And the thing is when I put my boxes on the line, I mean, I'm like, I don't want to say I'm anal, but like I have my own way of doing things, and doing this thing at work doing Ranpack, like I always put my box like right up against the end of the line. That way I know the box is straight and it's going to go down the line like it's supposed to go down the line. So that's how I always do it. It's very rare for me to put it like in the middle of the line and just let it go. But it got to the point where he was throwing all his boxes on the line, and sometimes we would come to the line at the same time, right? Like not on purpose, but it just happens, you know. And I would put my box to line it up so it would go down correctly, and he would just throw it on there. And the one time he went to throw it and fell on the floor, I didn't say anything. I like pretended like I didn't even notice. But I've thought since then that I should have asked him if he was okay. And I keep thinking that like over and over and over for the last month and a half. Every time I think about that day, I just think like I should have asked him, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay?" And again, maybe he's not okay. Maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with what happened between him and I. Maybe like there's something else and he's not okay and he needs somebody to talk to. And even though we're not really in that place anymore, like I almost feel like I should have offered that to him because I feel like maybe he needed that. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of funny because like the last couple of weeks, like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've actually been kind of hoping, I'm not going to lie, kind of hoping that the boss puts us next to each other again and there's an opportunity for me to say something. Because I'm going to say something. I don't know that there would be any clarity. I don't know that we would clear the air. You know what I mean? But at least like I would say something and I would feel better about it. Even though I wholeheartedly believe, because I have nothing else to go on. So I wholeheartedly believe like, he's the one that didn't respond last year. He doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Again, not sure why he's angry, but it could have absolutely nothing to do with me. And I don't want to be the person that sees someone hurt or suffering and doesn't say something. Even if he just tells me to fuck off, then okay, he tells me to fuck off, then like at least I know where I stand, like that, even that would be more clarity than what he gave me last year. So, yeah, like the last couple of weeks I've really thought like, oh, I hope she puts us next to each other again. And the funny thing is um tomorrow technically we should both be in picking. We should technically both be in picking. And it was a little bit funny because last week on Tuesday, in the morning, my friend was in between us. She's friends with him too. And then when she left after first break, um, that woman and my other friend was in between us, and I talked to her for the rest of the day. She doesn't talk to him. She doesn't like him. Um, I mean, she has her own reasons for that, I'm sure. But um that day I felt like he was listening in on my conversation with both ladies. Like he just was over there, and sometimes it would seem like he's just standing there doing nothing when he should be, putting stuff into boxes and putting it on the line. I don't know. And he had his own line with another person on the other side of him. My friend and I had the line between us, so we shared that line. So we would come to the line and we would chat, and then we would go back to picking and come to the line and chat, and then go back to picking. And then that Thursday, we were both in picking. He was down more towards the end of Rampack. He was on Rampack. And for some reason, I don't know how it happened, I ended up on a regular station all the way at the other end. And I think I told you guys, I ended up next to the older gentleman, married, older adult kids. Him and I are friends. I used to have a crush on him a long time ago. Nothing ever happened. Again, he's married, he's got kids. I was married at the time, still married to the ex husband. I think that's honestly, looking back, one of the first times I realized like my marriage was in trouble, because I think he was he wasn't my first crush in my marriage. He was my second, but he was the only one that I ever really kind of acted upon because I gave him my number. He doesn't have my number. Long story. Short story, but we don't need to talk about it. So anyway, I was next to the older gentleman. Him and I talked all day. Like, we're friends, we talk. Yesterday we were next to each other in packing. We talked on and off in packing. But it's a little harder to talk in packing because you kind of have to focus on packing. It's easier to pick, you know. But yeah, we were in picking last Thursday, and oh, sorry, that's just my friend. Um at the end of the day, he took his water bottle and emptied his leftover water in the trash can. And like probably like 2 or 3 months ago, our boss told us, hey, don't dump the water in the garbage bags in the garbage can. Take it downstairs and dump it in the sink, because those garbage bags leak. So when the guys come in the afternoon, they come every day, like probably like between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., which seems like afternoon for us. They come to empty out our trash and give us a new bag. And sometimes they pull that bag out and there's water leaking out of it because somebody dumped their water in there. And he went to go dump it, and I literally turned and I saw him, and our boss was gone for the day. She left early. And then our new boss, the second boss, I think he was upstairs or maybe he was on break or so, he wasn't there. And I literally turned around and I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. I was laughing. I had this look on my face. People all the way down the row, like, literally stopped and like looked at me because I was like, what are you doing? And he knew I was going to react like that. He knew I was going to react like that because he just had this big smile across his face. And the guy that I was in love with last year was down there looking, and I had my hands in the air. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh, I want to dump out my water. And I was like, you're not supposed to do that. But I was laughing, like I couldn't not laugh because I knew he did it on purpose. I knew he did it on purpose to like get my goat. But everybody was staring at us, and the guy that I was in love with last year was watching, and I was just like, yeah. Anyway, the whole point of the story, like, I feel like I said, I feel like if we're put next to each other again and he acts like that, I guess, like, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna not say something. And even if he's not acting like that, if I can figure out like an opening to say something, I'm gonna say something. Even if he shoots me down, then at least I know, like okay, like, you know, whatever. Um, but yeah, whatever this is, there needs to be some type of conversation. There needs to be some type of communication. And I don't know what the situation is, right? Just whoever this person is, it's like they have this hope of reconnecting with this person, but there's some kind of imbalance there. There's some kind of distance. They don't know if there's like a mutual love there. And this isn't a romance reading. This isn't a love oracle. This could just be a friendship. This could be a family member. Take how it resonates. They just want to know if there's still love in a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. Like I said, like with me and the guy at work, like, are we ever going to get over this hump? Are we ever going to be friends again? Or at least be able to say hi and bye to each, you know what I mean? Like, at least have some type of, and I wonder if this person is questioning this as well. I almost want to pull another Lenormand deck and look and see if I can get some clarity on that. You guys know I don't usually do that. I did that, what, a couple weeks ago? I pulled a second deck just to get some... I could do like a what are they thinking deck. This is Unspoken by Poster Girl. It's one of my favorite, like, conversation decks, I guess you would say. Looking for clarity on what this man thinks about this situation. That came out fast. I'm going to do 2 more shuffles. Oh, wow. Y'all, that came out fast. There's something getting in the way. I'm trying to make a decision right now. I know what you're all going to say. You're all going to be like, third party. It doesn't have to be. Third party doesn't have to be a person. You know, and if it's a person, it could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be somebody's kid. I'm feeling triggered by this connection. Last shuffle. Whoa. I want you to express yourself clearly to me. So like they feel, whoever this man is, whoever this person is, they feel like this other person didn't say what they needed to say. Like, bottom of the deck. We get along so well. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put the deck on the box on the windowsill. They feel like there was a lack of communication on this other person's part, just like that person feels like there is a lack of communication. And I'm just going to say it. The bird card has communication, gossip, and conversations. There's something getting in the way. Gossip. I'm trying to make a decision right now. Somebody could have been whispering in their ear. Even if like a friend, a family member, you know, they tell them like, hey, I like so and so. Like, I think we might be more than friends. If this is like a relationship, right? And somebody tells them that person, like, you're interested in that person, like, don't you know, like, don't you know that there's whole, you know, like somebody whispering in their ear with this gossip. Like, oh, you don't want to be with that person. And it could be a difference too. You know, like race, like, oh, they're not like us. Could be an age difference. Like, oh, you want to date somebody younger? Oh, you want to date somebody older? Like, do you really want that? Could be like money, you know, like wrong side of the tracks. Like, oh, you're going to date a poor person? I don't know why I'm thinking of Pretty in Pink right now. Oh, with Andrew McCarthy. I called him Michael McCarthy. Didn't I call him Mike McCarthy like last week or the week before? Andrew McCarthy, Molly Ringwald, James Spader, and John Cryer played Ducky. Like, I love that. I used to love that movie. Whenever my cousin Cheryl would babysit us, I would watch Pretty in Pink, and then my brother would watch Return of the Living Dead too. It was his favorite. And it was kind of weird because we would go back and forth. So one time he would watch his first, and then I would watch mine, because they only had one TV, one VHS, you know, and this was VHS. Or we'd watch it on cable if it was on cable. And then sometimes I would watch mine first and then he would watch his. But I would always freak out when I was little and they would put on Return of the Living Dead. Oh, I hated it as a kid. Now I love zombies. I said I was gonna rewatch The Walking Dead this summer. I really should do that. Like just all of it all the way through. And really sit down and rewatch it, not just like listen to it as I'm doing shit. Yeah, somebody might have been whispering in their ear, but they want to have a conversation because they feel like this person didn't say what they needed to say. But look at this, we get along so well. I mean, there's nothing here about love. But they know that they get along with this person. They know that there's some type of connection there. It's probably in the background. All right. Well, hopefully these two people have a conversation and they could come up with some type of reconciliation here, even if it's just like friends or coworkers or neighbors or whatever they are, you know? All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Wednesday. I will talk to you later.